one more. This is going to be the last one for today, and we're going to do a set theory one. So these have been playing with equations, right, with sets. We haven't done a set builder notation. So let's do a set builder notation. Last example for today. For example, let's say that A equals the set of 12A plus 4B, so that A and B live in the integers. So that's going to be my set A. 12A plus 4B, so that A and B live in the integers. And my set B is going to be 4C, so that C lives in the integers. So we're doing set builder notation in this case. Defining characteristics, what do I know about these sets, etc. And what I want to do is prove that these are actually the same set. Prove that A equals B. All right, so here's my proof. We've got a forward direction. We need to show that A is a subset of B. That's my forward direction. Going forwards, I need to show that A is a subset of B. We can pick a letter. Might as well go with X again. Why not? So we're going to let X live in A, and then I need to show that X lives in B, right? Good, okay. Because X lives in A, we know that X looks like the way that elements in A look like. So here's my defining characteristic. Elements in A look like 12 times an integer plus 4 times another integer. That's what elements in A look like. So X looks like, I don't know, 12K plus 4L for some K and L living in the integers. That's what X is going to have to look like. X looks like 12K plus 4L for some K and L living in the integers. And I need to show that X looks like for sailboat for some sailboat living in the integers. I need to show that X lives in B, and things that live in B look like 4 times an integer. So I need to show that X looks like 4 times sailboat for some sailboat living in the integers. I haven't asked you my very favorite question in a while. So my very favorite question, which side of the equation do you want to start on? I've got a need to show equation. Thumbs up, left side, thumbs down, right side. Which side of the equation do you want to start on? Left side or right side? What do we got for my need to show equation? Left side or right side? We have, thank you, left side. Okay, so we know, here's what we know. We know that X is equal to, I can do 12K plus 4L. Take a minute, rewrite that. This is totally review. You should be able to rewrite that. So rewrite that, please, and see if you can get to 4 times sailboat. Rewrite that for me. Sailboat should be 3K plus L, 3K plus L. And then we know that lives in the integers because K and L live in the integers, and we're using addition and multiplication. That's what we're using. Okay, so therefore we can say X lives in C. Oh, sorry, B. We called that B. X lives in B. And A is a subset of B as desired. That's my first half. I got X to look like elements in B. They look like 4 times an integer. So therefore, A is a subset of B. Are we good with the first half? Yes? Everybody? Doing good? Cool? Okay. Second half. So again, let's mark it with a backwards arrow so the reader can figure out what is going on. So for my second half, I want to let Y live in B, and I need to show that y lives in A. Write down your equations for me. What do we know? What does our need to show? Write down equations. Think about defining characteristics. You're gonna draw a flower. So we've got a sailboat and a flower. You can do whatever you want, but we need two different ones. So because y lives in B, we know y equals 4 times something. I'm going with M. Whatever you want to go with is fine. And then I need to show that y equals 12 sailboat plus 4 flower. Those might be different letters, right? In A, we've got 12 times little a plus 4 times little b. So we have to allow for the possibility that those are two different letters, and therefore I need to do two different symbols. Okay, obviously, left side. So we know that y equals, the only thing I've got is 4 times m. So y equals 4 times m. Any suggestions? Normally I would make you do this one in groups. Any suggestions for how I can make that look like 12 times something plus 4 times something? This is the tricky part of the proof. If I were making you do this in groups, hopefully you would be able to figure it out. Any suggestions? This is where Zoom is not great, sorry. Well, I need a something with the 12, so let's do 12. This is 12m, and I just can't do that because that's not right. That's 4m and 12m are not equal to each other. So what else do I have to include in order to get that equal to the previous line that I had? 12m, and then what else has to happen here in order to get that back equal to the 4m that I had on the previous line? I need, this is like 4th grade math, don't overthink. Grace?
Minus 8m?
Yes, I need minus 8m in this case. So I said, okay, I'm gonna need a 12. Let's throw in a 12 and then we'll fix it. Now, see if you can keep going. See if you can write this and identify sailboat and flower. What are you going to have? What's your sailboat? What's your flower? Can you identify? And be careful, you've got a minus right now and you need a plus. So you're gonna need to be a little careful with that. What's your sailboat? What's your flower? Make sure you have a plus between the two things. Sailboat should be M and flower should be negative 2M. Give me a thumbs up that we are good with those. We like those. Sailboat should be M, flower should be negative 2M. Negative 2M, okay. Both of those live in Z because M lives in Z and we are using multiplication, multiplying by negative 2. No addition in this case, so we're using multiplication. All right, therefore, I'm ready to finish up my proof. Therefore, y lives in A and B is a subset of A. We got y living where it's supposed to. In order for y to live in A, y needed to look like 12 times something plus 4 times something else. We got that, that's great. And I can go with hence in order to finish. So hence, A is equal to B as desired. That is the end. I have done both directions of my proof, and that one earns me a smiley face. Questions on this one, a proof with set builder notation. Again, all of these pieces should look very familiar to you if I've done a good job over the course of the semester. Stuff should keep building. That is the theme of this class. It's gonna go away a little bit in chapter 9, but for right now, stuff should keep building. That is the theme of this class. You should say, oh yeah, I've got an equation, I've got a need to show which side of the equation, sailboat, etc., yada, yada. Everything should keep building. Makes sense. We're good on this one? Everybody good? Okay. All right. Let me bring you back together. So there's one more example in my chapter 8 notes that you can look at if you want to. It's just same idea, playing around with where elements live, etc. We've got one more, and I'm going to save this for, what day is it? Wednesday? I'm going to save this for Friday. We've got just a little tiny bit to finish up from this section, but I am going to save that for Friday instead of jumping into it today because it's a little bit longer than we have for the last part of class. So questions? Anything? Alyssa, yes.
So for our homework assignment that was already assigned, we had like 3 questions proving that 2 sets were equal.
Oh, did I give you those already? I'm sorry. I gave you ones that 2 sets are equal.
Yeah.
My fault. Okay, you can do them now. You couldn't do them before. You can do them now. Sorry about that. If I gave you stuff that was a little too far ahead.
Supposed to do them a different way or something?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I just looked a little too far ahead. I'll make sure that what I hand out or what I give you today is the actual real assignment for the chapter. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I just couldn't do them yet. My bad. Other questions? Anybody else? Okay, remember, this is a category in your proof notebook, right? Set theory proofs are a category in your proof notebook, and you need to have 2 from in class, I think, or 2 from homework. Go back and double check the requirements. I'm not sure off the top of my head. So you've got some good examples that you can be using. I will send out a homework assignment, and I will send out a reading assignment on I think it's like 9.0 and 9.1. The later chapters in the book tend to have an introductory section, so you can kind of see there. Anything else? Going once, going twice. Okay, homework, chapter 8, due on Monday. Please make sure to submit as a PDF as opposed to pictures. I think everybody did that fine last time. It worked, it was great, not a problem. PDFs are just way easier for me to deal with because then I can write comments right on them with my PDF viewer. So look for a reading assignment and homework assignment for me. Thank you. I will see you guys on Friday. Have a good day.